It might ask me to confirm. Nope.
You're live.
Whew. Guys, we got rained on. Man, welcome to the live stream today. We're starting a little bit early because the weather turned on us pretty bad. I'm out here by the Yoda corn, and we just got some grass seed. Me and Mrs. Stoney Ridge, she's holding the camera right now. You'll see her in just a second. We'll all be talking in just a second. But we're going to take, I'll show you. Come on over here. Don't be scared. I've got to get this grass seed out of this truck. Oh, and get it into orangey. So this is orangey. You guys haven't seen, you've seen orangey on the videos, like in the background. You've never seen orangey in action. But this is gonna be my wintertime and rainy day side-by-side. This is an all-wheel drive Honda Element, and it runs horrible. So we'll have a video in the future about how it's running. You got some good comments coming in there?
Yep. Little Canada, Minnesota. Howdy, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miss Stoney Ridge is Miss Stoney Man is back.
You don't have to hold the camera up in the air like that. You can just hold it down. That way your arm doesn't give out. Because I'm going to tell you, you'll need rotator cuff surgery after this. So I'm going to take the camera after I shut the door here. Let's shut the door on the unicorn. It's easier if you just snap over.
Gotcha.
And we're going to take Orangey for a ride. So I'll take the helm. We're going to turn it around. Let's show you Orangey real quick. So Orangey is a 2003. Well, Mrs. Stoney Ridge, I'll show you her real quick too.
Vanna.
Yeah, there we go. Orangey is a 2003 Honda to go live. So Orangey's been around the farm for about a year and a half. I paid $1,200 for this thing. It's all-wheel drive, and that's what we're going to be taking for our drive around the farm here in just a minute. So after you, my dear, climb on in to my trusty steed.
Thank you, kind sir.
I love these Honda Elements, guys. Like I said, this is going to be a side-by-side, basically. That's all it's for. And we're going to ride around in the mud and take you guys with us. So let's turn the camera around real quick so you can see where we are and what we're doing. And there we go. Bam. Cool. Awesome. Welcome, guys. As you come in the door, man, we got 500 people here. If you're watching on the regular YouTube channel, not the live stream channel, you need to know there's a live stream only channel. Ooh, will it start? Yeah. All right. So there's a live stream only channel out here, guys. That's why you haven't seen the Wednesday night live streams. If you look, I think I posted a link on the regular channel. It's Stoney Ridge Farmer live streams or Stoney Ridge Farmer Extra. And you're getting live streams 5 to 6 to 7 days a week. Ethan, didn't they get divorced? We're here, brother. You can talk with us. It's okay. You see the mud on the hat. We are divorced. We're 100% divorced. And we get along better that way.
I don't know about that, but we're working on it.
So Orangey, again, you've never ridden an Orangey, have you?
I don't think I've had the experience.
So her dad has one of these Honda Elements. Mm-hmm. I have 2 of them, and my dad has one. And I tell you what, if you guys know of a low mileage one, let me know. Email me, and I'll buy it. These things are great. They just last forever. This has 269,000 miles on it.
And my dad's has 400 and something.
Yeah, her dad's has 400,000. My dad's has 120, and my other one only has 70, 80, something like that. I paid through the nose for it. But yeah, we're getting along great now, I would say. There, life isn't without its challenges for sure. Might as well stop right here where we've got pretty good service. We're going to have pretty bad service when we get over into the woods moving the cows. But, we're starting a little early today, and for those of you who've been waiting for the live stream and waiting to see Mrs. Stoney Ridge, thank you all for being here. Thanks for supporting us through all this. This has been it's been the hardest thing I've ever gone through. I don't know about you.
It's definitely been the hardest thing I've ever gone through, and it's been an emotional roller coaster for friends and family and y'all and everyone.
Yeah. It's absolutely. Have you ever tried other grazing methods other than mob grazing? Yeah, I've just put the cows in the cow pasture, bro. That's all there. That's the other way. I don't tell me another way of grazing other than moving them like this. What I'm doing is building soil. I'm not raising cows. I'm building soil, and Mrs. Stoney Ridge can probably speak to that. It's more the science that interests me. I love the animals, but it's more the science of the soil that really interests me. So yeah, is this the weed channel? Yeah,
No,
there's lots of
just
weeds.
a lot of rocks.
There's lots of weeds out there in the field. Absolutely. So, I knew when we went live on the big channel that we'd get a few more of these interesting comments, but that's okay.
Keeps it interesting.
So for those of you who don't know, this is my former wife. Mrs. Stoney Ridge is now Miss Stoney Ridge, and we've been dating for about 6 weeks now, something like that. She does not live here. She has her own apartment, and sometimes she stays there. At first, she stayed there pretty regularly, but so far so good. Everything is, the stars are lining up for us. We both care about each other. Give me that hand.
Very
we both
much.
care about each other. Look at how tiny your hand is compared to me.
I like it. It makes me feel
Yep.
safe.
We both care about each other so much, but we had some serious relationship troubles, and I don't know. She feels the same way that I feel. I think that life just didn't seem right without each other. I dated. I told you guys about some of the dates that I went on, how ridiculous they were. I got catfished, which was a young lady sent me pictures of herself that did not look like her at all. And I showed up. I was like, oh man, so the dating world was interesting. You dated. She didn't want to admit it.
I went out with groups of friends. Yes.
Yeah.
I did a lot of traveling, but I didn't quite. I think we took different paths.
No guy bought you dinner.
A guy did buy me dinner. Yes.
Guys, what do you think?
That part doesn't matter. I think what matters is that we just.
I think it's okay to talk about. What do you guys think? I think it's okay to talk about that.
Yeah, I think it's.
We got almost 1,000 people in here. I think it's okay to talk about.
It is, because I think we learned. I learned from all of my experiences apart from you and together, but it only made me. It made me appreciate you more and love you even more. And I only realized.
Crazy.
No, I love you. And like you said, my world, there was always something missing. There was this huge part of my soul and my heart, and just this empty piece of me missing without you in my life. And I married you because you were the best, and because I loved you, and nothing else, nobody else felt right.
I would agree. And I would say the same exact thing. I married you because I dated a lot before we got married. I was 35 when we got married. You were 25. And it was about that. It was about time to settle down and chill out a little bit. I had the garden in the backyard and the little urban farm that was going on.
Yep.
She was interested. Well, let's just talk about stress levels. Do you think that buying this land was part of the stress of our marriage? Now, don't say what you think I want to hear.
No, I won't.
Tell everybody. And somebody, wait 1 second before.
We'll answer questions too.
Who was it that just said they had been married? Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Somebody just said they'd been married back again, and they were doing well. They were divorced and they've been married again to the same person.
Well, that's good. And congratulations. And I hope that our story can not only help us learn and grow, but other people as well, as you continue to follow our journey. Stress levels. Would you like me to answer that?
Yes. Answer this. We get squirrel. So talk about it. Do you think that a new marriage did the farm and my business ventures push us apart?
I think there were a lot of things that we had, and a lot of things that led to where we were. But yeah, I think there was certainly stress. I finished school. We didn't have much money. We were living in a smaller house in town. We didn't have a lot of responsibilities, and
we were able to travel.
We traveled. We went out at night and listened to music and hung out. And our life and our responsibilities were, each other. Not a lot. We kind of just did what we wanted to. And yeah, we bought the farm. I don't think either of us really quite knew what we were getting into or where it would take us. I mean, I know you're the biggest dreamer of anyone I've ever met. And he's a big picture kind of guy, and I'm kind of I need to see it. And I'm like, oh, that seems like a great idea. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So I think our styles of how we grew up and a lot of things were different and led to stressors. And
this is the most political. You should be a politician. It's like the most politician-like answer ever.
Okay, the answer is yes. I think that it added stress. Is that what you
think that it? Do you think that it did? Do you think that we would have been this? Do you think our marriage would have failed had we not? That's the best question ever. Yes or no? Do you think our marriage would have failed if we hadn't bought this farm?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. I think a lot of the things we disagreed on and had troubles with was doing things together and our communication style. So if it wasn't working on the farm and doing things together and sharing our lives with y'all, would it have been something else? I don't know. I feel like our life right now is much more rewarding than it would have been if, not to say that the city life is bad, but I feel like if we would have just been doing our own thing and traveling, and I think we would have had a wonderful, fun life. But I think the hard work and what we've created here is something special, but stressful and hard work.
Yeah.
But
Roberto says, Josh, run for the hills, brother.
Oh, well, you can only run so far. My legs are little, but I can catch up.
The answer is yes, says GM. Gary says, what about kids? Man, we were just, she's 35, I'm 45. And, we're just rekindling our relationship here. So talking about kids, and we did talk about that a little bit today. I told her if she had caught me probably a month later that I would have been fixed and that would have been it. I didn't want, oh, shoot, I'm going to be 50 years old before I blink, man. I would say that I'm in pretty good shape for a 45-year-old guy, but gosh, 50? Bending over, picking up a toddler? Oh, man. So, yeah.
You can pick up 50-pound grass seed bags just fine. So yeah.
What about kids? What about kids? Ooh, camera in your face. What about kids?
I've always wanted kids and always wanted a family. And I think we both originally thought that this place is incredible and we want to share it with a family and share it with kids and be able to move it on. I mean, we could say it's the first generation farm, and it is. And I would love to be able to have someone else that come along that appreciates it and loves it. And you're the smartest man I know. I think kids could learn from both of us and
feel sorry for
someday. But I think that you have a lot of wisdom to share with people and with children, and I do too. But at the same time, we didn't have kids before because for me, I wanted to know that we, as a couple in a relationship, could provide a loving, wonderful environment where we were an example of as a mother and a father and as a couple. And we had a lot of things we needed to figure out. We still do.
Yeah.
So maybe, we're just dating right now. So maybe at some point when the time is right, we will get married and we may have a family and hopefully we will share that all with you. But right now we're just figuring out tonight.
Feeling it out. Yeah. Brisket on the Traeger right now. Yes. Brisket's been cooking all day. My dad was 50 when I was born, says Megan Hank. Adopt, says Chris. As long as our plumbing is working, we probably won't adopt. Although I could see us with, I've always been a fan of those little Nigerian kids. I think that'd be kind of fun.
Well, we could provide a wonderful life for them that they may not have elsewhere. But with that being said, who knows? I don't know what our future holds.
I don't either. But I hope it's a good thing. We're going to go ahead and start driving down to where the cows are because we got to get them moved and it's starting to sprinkle rain again. Turning radius on this is tighter than in the Kubota.
That's pretty darn good.
See that? Yeah, it'll turn around pretty quick. So shifting, transmission shifts like this.
It's a little jerky.
But it's farm rig, man. Best side-by-side ever right here. $1,200 side-by-side.
I mean, you can't beat that. And both of our feet are covered in red mud. A couple inches worth of red mud. And you just come here and spray it all out.
So you're going to see a video come out next week on the regular YouTube channel and over on Facebook. If you're not following on Facebook, I'm telling you guys, you're missing the live streams. You're missing, if you're not following over on the live stream channel, just follow. Just click it, subscribe, and turn on notifications. You'll see me out here moving the cows every day, basically, virtually every day. You can see it's getting dark out here. That's why we're kind of boogieing down.
Misty and dark.
I'm going to turn the camera around a little bit. What happened to Red Yoda? Red Yoda's still in place. I'm going to turn the camera around a little bit so you guys can see where we're driving. It's a wet, soggy day. It was not supposed to be a wet, soggy day. So Red Yoda's still up there. Red Yoda's going to get a lot of modifications at some point once I get the shop all situated. I'll tell you, we had the power company came out and ran the power line to the mega shop, and they have no idea when we'll have a transformer to install so we have power in the mega shop. So still tough. Really enjoyed the video with our Wyoming life. Thanks, man. Mike is a great dude. Mike and Aaron, they're great people. Might see some wildlife here.
Cows are lined up, ready to go.
Yep, cows are ready. We're going to get out here and move these cows. So right now is about the time we're supposed to go live. Now here's what's going to tell the tale as to whether this is going to be a good farm rig. You feel it slipping? You feel us slipping?
I sure do.
Yeah, we're slipping and sliding in the slime here. Yeah. This thing's all-wheel drive, but it's not a... I don't know, man. I've never had my all-wheel drive one stuck before, and I've had a couple of these that were all-wheel drives.
Well, we're doing okay so far.
Yeah, I think so. So, while I've been gone out of town, Mrs. Stoney Ridge and one of her friends, Mr. Smith, and the other friend, Mr. Wesson, have been looking after the farm. And we're going to pull up here, and let's see. It seems to be doing good, getting good traction. Get back this guy up. It's just so small. I think it'll go anywhere. Yeah, I think it'll totally go anywhere. And the cows are up there mooing, guys. So we're going to get to the action part of this. Let me get all these windows up. Shut this guy off. We're going to get to the action part of this. I wish you and Mia Surf... Oh. Mrs. Stoney Ridge, I got married young, divorced. Yeah, we weren't too young when we got married either. Okay, we are in an area that I only get 2 bars of service here, guys, so please bear with me. We're going to come up here and we're going to talk. So I'll let Mrs. Stoney Ridge go head on over the fence.
Woo! Hey, girls and boys.
All right. Now, you know which pasture we're moving them to?
I do believe I do. We're going to go up across the way here to the right.
Yep. And remember, you can't get away with burping or passing gas or anything because you're mic'd.
No, thank you.
Yeah, you got a microphone on you. So why don't you tell everybody what you've been doing while we've been gone?
Yeah, Josh has been traveling.
Do you see this? You see this?
Yeah.
Looks like a truck has been up through here.
When was the last time that
the gate is locked?
Yeah. It might be old tracks from us.
Could be. Well.
Yeah, Josh has been traveling a lot and has had some really neat videos from traveling. So I've been taking care of everyone. So me and the cows have been bonding. Every morning I get up and move them, and every evening I move them. And just been taking care of everything and making sure everything's okay.
Well, I got a question for you. What's number 12's name?
Oh, well, I know there's Bully
You're walking
Wooly.
up
Me and
on
him
Wooly
are
Wooly
like,
there,
whoa.
but what's her name?
Is that Mona?
That's Mona.
Sweet. Well,
now, look,
loud,
you
sweet
see
Mona.
Wooly Bully's, the look in Wooly Bully's face.
See
I don't believe I'd walk towards him. In fact.
Sometimes I don't know about Wooly Bully.
I don't trust him. I don't.
We have an agreement. He
step
does
over
thing,
the fence.
I do my
step
thing,
over the fence.
We're all good. No.
We'll give him a little scare here. Guys, I don't like to do that with my cows, but I tell you what, don't trust a bull, ever. Do not ever trust a bull. Plague of Badgers in the house. Thank goodness I've got my moderator. And I've, looks like Farm All Fanatics in here too. Awesome. Farm All Fanatic in the house. Good to have you. Okay.
They're all ready. Tammy's hiding back there.
Yep. Tammy's going to be a pain in the butt talks today.
She'll come.
So we got 2 choices.
We
can move to this paddock right here.
Okay.
Or we can move out into the pasture. I think I would prefer, I don't know. What do you think? Which one do you think?
I think it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow too, so the sun won't matter too much.
Nope.
We can move them
The
out.
sun doesn't matter when it's 70 degrees.
Yeah, fair enough.
So
We can
it
move
doesn't
them out
matter
to the
at all.
pasture.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Hi,
Butthead.
girls and boys.
Hey, Butthead.
Look
You
at
got your
us.
baby?
Y'all ready to move?
So it's your baby that's doing all the suckling. Let's see here. Look how old that calf is, and its face is covered with milk.
Get away with it as
man.
long as they can.
Okay, so let's show them the process real quick.
Okay.
So you should take that end right there
Sure.
and go that way with it.
Yep.
Okay. Just walk on up there. It'll shock the snot out of you, so be careful.
I know.
Keep
I've
it tight.
gotten shot before.
Woo, girls, come on. Come on.
Come on.
They're going to be kicking and bucking and really happy here, guys, because
Grass is always greener on the other side, right?
Yep, the grass is always greener. So if you're new to the channel here, if you don't know what's going on, again, on the live stream channel over on YouTube, Stoney Ridge Farmer live streams or Stoney Ridge Farmer Extra, you will find us moving the cows about every 12 hours. And we come out about 5 days a week and we show you guys moving the cows and what goes into farming. So it's a day in the life kind of deal. Thank you. Plague of Badgers. Thank you. There's a link right there for you guys. Click that link, go over, subscribe, and I think there's a link down the video description for you too, if you're not watching on the live stream channel. So you can see it's a foggy, kind of miserable little night here. Now we've got Tammy.
Just waiting on Tammy.
See if you can get Tammy over here.
Woo! Come on, stubborn girl. Woo! All the cool kids are over here.
There she goes.
There you go.
Tammy's a handful sometimes.
Come on. You're almost there.
If you shake that rope, I bet she moves.
Woo!
Shake it. There you go. Sometimes it just takes a little coercion.
Patience.
Is this the old Mrs. Stoney Ridge or a new one?
Can
Says
I be
Gordon.
the old and the new?
She's the old new one. All right, wait.
Shiny
So you
and
got to
new?
take that one
Yeah.
loose.
Yeah, I got you.
And it's hot. I can hear it
I
popping.
heard it too.
Wait. Don't hook that first. Hook the other one first.
Okay.
And that way you're dealing with less electricity.
Okay.
Okay, there you go. Now, so the one in your hand isn't hot right now. It won't shock
Good call.
you.
All right.
And put that in the little
Sounds
hole
good.
right there.
Yeah, the setup is awesome. You've definitely set me up for success when you
Yeah.
were gone.
Try
It's
to.
pretty easy.
So what do you think about the animals here now? Now that you're back on the farm, things have changed a lot since you were
Things
gone.
have changed. You've definitely progressed a lot while I was gone.
Spent a lot of money.
We've got all the watering systems up. And last time when I was here, I said all this was kind of a dream. Doing the rotational grazing for the cows was just an idea that we were coming up with. And you've made it happen. And it continues to progress and do better. But it's amazing. I mean, it really is neat to watch the animals grow. And it's amazing to watch the land grow too, and the soil, and how much it's changed that we do this. Some people I don't think understand, why do you move them every 12 hours? I don't get it. But if you watch the land, it just makes a huge difference.
Let's walk out here. You go ahead. Go bond with the cows. You're the star today, the star attraction. I'm always on the camera.
We are.
Yeah, you're the star attraction today. So, Edna says she's cute.
Well, thank you.
Edna is our favorite chicken's name, by the way.
Edna is our
Marriage is not
chicken's
easy.
name.
I'll agree. I will agree with you 100%. Look at the steam rolling off of Willie Bully's back. He's happy now. He's eating. So, guys, if you're unfamiliar with what we have going on here, I'm going to turn the camera back around. Actually, I'm just going to show you the cows for a minute. So we have a multi-species pasture out here, and we talk about this on the regular YouTube channel and on Facebook all the time. But we have a multi-species pasture. This pasture doesn't have just one species of grass in it. And the reason for that is because it promotes the health and well-being of our animals. You don't see a cow patty out here anywhere. There's no manure in this pasture. The cows were here 30 days ago. The manure has already gone to the land, and we can see the land healing, guys. And that's what we are. We're not farmers. We're soil scientists, right? Well, you might be a farmer. I'm a soil scientist.
It's both.
Yeah.
And we were talking about in the beginning of the show about how you like the science behind it, and not only the animals, but the land and the soil. And we haven't had to use a bunch of fertilizer and stuff on our land. We've just used the cows and the animals and our hands.
Yep. Now, you see there's a size difference here. Let me step in front of you and see if you can't even see her. Here, jump up. So we're going to put you on the uphill side.
Okay. I don't think anything of it anymore.
I know. Somebody just wrote a copy of the Bible out right here. Harold, good gracious. Jerome Smith, enjoyed your share here on Facebook. We're not friends. Oh, cool. It is a it's one of those. You're blocked now, bud. There you go. Man, the spam already hit. I can't believe it. So we're not friends on Facebook. If you guys don't know this already, if somebody reaches out to you and says, "Oh, we're not friends on Facebook and I really like what you're doing," it's fake.
Yeah.
It's garbage. No. You're not even on Facebook anymore.
No, I'm not.
Nope.
On
She got off of all social media stuff because she got tired of hearing everybody's opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it was a difficult time for both of us. It was one of the hardest things I think I've been through, you've been through, and I've always wished you the best and wanted you to be successful and move forward, but I couldn't keep watching it. It just broke my heart, and everybody else had something to say, and I kind of felt like it was between me and you, and anyways, I don't miss it.
Yeah, I don't either. It's having you on there and worried about comments. We're going to take a little look at the cows real quick here, guys. So you see we just moved them. They're only going to be out here for 12 hours on this little section of pasture. That's it, 12 hours. And then we're moving them right over to the next paddock and then to the next paddock right over here. So that's what we're doing here. We're healing the land gradually, regeneratively farming by moving our cattle around the farm as much as we can. And what that does is allows us to stockpile the forage on the land. So if you want a little farm this and a little bit of love that, that's what we're here for. That's what we're passionate about. Yeah. So the girls are going to be good. The cows are going to be good here. We just need to go double check a fence. So let's walk up together and just double check our fences, make sure we're good. And then we're going to talk to you guys a little bit more, and we'll do a little question and answer. If you do leave a question, please make it a short question because I can't read really, really long comments.
They scroll by
so fast. So, but hang tight, hold tight on you can leave comments, but don't leave questions yet. All right, so that's good.
Yep,
that one's good. That's all we needed to know. Okay.
Everybody looks good.
Yep. So we're gonna walk on back to. There you go.
It's got to find both of us.
That's it. We're gonna walk on back to Orangey. Matt Geiger, I think, sends a $4.99 super chat. Thank you, buddy. Thank you so much. Did you see her smile? Thank you.
Smile, sweetheart.
Oh man. All right. We're gonna head on back down the hill. In case you guys are wondering how far we've walked, look how far the cows are out there, and look out through here. So this morning, probably walked a half a mile. Probably get a good 2 miles a day in on the farm walking, weather permitting. Right?
Oh yeah, easy.
So it's a labor of love, that's for sure.
It sure is.
Our Eric says, you guys end each other's sentences. Love it. We're going to go to a spot on the farm. We have a little bit better service here, and we're going to talk to you guys. So hang tight. I know the video quality isn't that good, but just hang with me. We're going to zip on over to a better spot. We only have 2 bars of service right here. So we got our chores done. Wow. Almost. We got rain.
We got it rained out.
If you could look at how she's pretty tiny. I never noticed that.
Short and feisty.
Yeah, you're not very feisty. Thank you guys for hitting that thumbs up. I appreciate it. I can see them all coming through, so that's great. We've been wanting to bring Mrs. Stoney Ridge on the channel, but to be honest with you, we both have been working and off in different places. Yeah. Over and over again. So this is the only time in the last 3 weeks that we both had enough time to go live with you. So hopefully we'll do more of that.
We actually spent the whole day together doing chores. And
now, did you tear a hole in your jeans from working on the farm, or is that one of those pre-torn pair of jeans?
It was a small pre-torn. And then from
Oh.
working, it's gotten larger and larger. So it was a group effort.
Slow down. You're walking a little fast for her, says Linda.
Oh, I'm used to keeping up with him.
Yeah, she can keep up.
His legs are about twice as long as mine, but I just kind of have to. It's a small trot to keep up with you.
Yeah, she does fine.
Yeah.
She goes to the gym, run on the treadmill. She definitely can run behind me, and we couldn't get to the gym today because we had so much going on. And the weather.
And then the rain.
Weather ate us up.
We had big plans. Well, we got most of it done still in the rain.
Yeah, not really. We picked up rocks.
We picked up rocks.
That's about as far as we got. Oh, man. All right, we're going to go to a place where we have a little better service so we can answer your guys' questions. Oh, that's a hard shift right there. So why not turn the camera around as we drive through the woods? It's kind of fun. Take you on a little adventure. Did you notice?
It's beautiful through the woods here, too.
I don't know if we'll be able to make this hill. It's a little too snotty right here. Here we go.
Might have needed a little speed before we got to.
Nah. Oh, there's some slippage. Oh, transmission shifted. Uh-oh.
I've seen your off-roading skills.
Yeah, we're stuck.
Back her up.
Part of learning how to drive off-road is knowing when to say, uh-oh, we're stuck. There's a roll of wire. Ugh. Okay, so we got to just get a little bit of a running start here, boys and girls.
Hold on high.
Part 2. They hired a guy to design a Mustang boss. I'm reading your comments here. Oh, man.
We're going to back
stuck.
up more.
Yeah, we are super stuck now. Oh, it's just snotty down here. Okay, so this answers the question. Do I need some off-road tires for this thing?
Yes.
Yes.
Just sandy and muddy and slick.
Okay, keep it in first. Stay in first.
Ooh.
Okay, don't touch.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Okay.
Hold on. We got it. All we got to do is get to the gravel.
Hold on, kids.
There we go.
Okay,
Right.
that was kind of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like we got a $10 super chat southeast of you in Charlotte. JTZR1. Thank you, buddy.
Oh, thank you very much.
Come on, car. You can do it. I think drive is a better choice than the shifter won't. And this thing won't allow me. We're in a $1,200 car. What do you expect?
You got what you paid for. It's a little quirky, but that's okay.
My first car cost $1,200 and it was nice. This is not nice, but it's okay.
It's a good farm, people.
Like I said, guys, we're headed to another part of the farm real quick where we can chat with you and answer your questions. So we've got to get to a place where we have a little better cell service. And I just wish this thing would stay in one gear. It's getting ready to shift here in just a second. It kind of shifts really hard.
And they get to go along for beautiful rides. Since Josh has been gone, the leaves have changed a lot. And they're starting to fall down, but it's just beautiful. Y'all have probably seen it on some of the morning lives and evening lives.
Appalachia.
It's gorgeous.
All right. I think we need to go pull into the field above the pond.
Okay.
I don't know. Let's just see where we are right here. Yeah, let's do that. I think we'll have pretty good service. Hang tight, guys.
We're almost there.
You mentioned Black Angus. Are you asking about the cows? These are Black Angus beef cattle. What on earth?
Spam ones.
Yeah. Barry, I don't know what you're talking about, but it's not relevant to what we're doing here, and you're out, bro. You're out of here. So, boy, doesn't surprise me that we get a lot of spammy stuff. I don't get that when I'm on the regular channel. I don't know. All right, want to turn the camera around here, guys, and that way we can chat. We just need to get to a place where we have a little bit better cell reception here. So I'm going to whip her around and hopefully we don't slip out into the middle of the road. Oh.
There's a car coming.
Yeah. You never know about North Carolina. Somebody going...
In the country. They're either going 90 miles an hour or 10.
Yeah, they're going 90 or they're going 6. That's it. Okay. Oh, it just wants to shift. I need to drive this thing more. That's the issue. It's just asking me to drive it
It just
more.
needs some love.
Right. I'll get neighbors calling me in just a second, like, "Hey, man, there's some kind of red orange thing out in the middle of your field." Oh well, we're at the pond. Right there is the pond, and I think right here's a good chill spot.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Ooh. However, I'm hot.
It's getting a little steamy in here.
Yep. All right, parking with you guys. Gosh, there are plenty of plenty of spammers in here today. Bam, you're out of there. This is about the most spam comments I've had in a long time.
I wonder if they look at the time and the amount of people that are in.
Yeah. $5 super chat. First question, advice for couples going through a rough patch.
Oh, that's a great question.
And that's from recovering Californian.
I think the biggest thing is sitting down and talking to each other and going through those things that are rough and hard. Because for me, I finally got to the point, and I think maybe you did too, but I was like, enough. Like, I didn't know what I could do to make you happy. I didn't know what I could do to fix it. I felt like I couldn't fix it. And we talked about not necessarily for everyone needing time apart, but I told him, like, I tried so hard to fix us and make it right. And I stopped focusing on fixing myself and finding my joy and my happiness again. And that's what I think ultimately led to us together again and finding our joy and our happiness and talking about the things that were rough and that made the things rough and getting through them together.
But advice. That was the question. Advice for people struggling, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay, that was
advice for people going through a rough patch.
Yeah.
What would you say?
I would, well, it's like this. When the rough patches outweigh the smooth patches, then it's time to reconsider what you're doing.
Yeah.
I will also say this, and I'm not pointing a finger of blame at all, but 3 months after we were married, I asked you to go to marriage counseling with me so that we could work on our communication skills, and I saw this was going to be a potential problem in our future.
Yeah. And you did, and I didn't.
And you didn't go.
And at that point, I didn't. And I thought, we're smart people. We got this. We can figure this out. We don't need it. And that was something that there were a lot of things that I was closed-minded to. I mean, that we both were not open to everything. And I think it's really just being open to anything and everything that can potentially help you, not you, your marriage, or you as a couple, anything and everything. I also think something that we stopped having fun together too. We both were working so hard at work, you here with the business on the farm, and we stopped having fun. And I think that was something that is important too, is finding a balance of, yes, working hard together through life, but enjoying each other and laughing and having fun.
Well, I think the key to, and this isn't this is not supposed to be a relationship podcast, but this is what it's kind of going to turn into a little bit. I'm going to say that the key to any relationship is communication, listening skills, being able to meet the other's expectations. And when there's a cry for help in a relationship, the person that is crying for help, the other person needs to listen.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I will say that, again, early on in our relationship, there were many cries for help on my end. We needed to figure it out. We needed to iron it out. We need to figure out our communication styles. I will say that there were nights where we went to bed and we weren't happy. And we weren't happy, and that's it. So we broke up. We separated 8 times. 8 times moved. She completely moved out and completely moved back in. This is number 9. And we don't even count. This is like reset. So this is number 1 restart.
Yeah, I like that better.
So it's not number 9. Sounds like not going to work out. Says Yahiko Cromwood.
Well, if you think negatively, nothing will work out or be positive in your life. And there's a lot we share with y'all, but there's a lot that went on behind the scenes too that we needed to work on that not everyone knows and will be between us. And some people will be negative and some people will say no, it won't work out.
She was mean and hateful to me, and I was mean and hateful to her. And you guys have been mean and hateful to people you love before too. We all have done it. I think you're you know, people are inherently nicer to strangers than they are the people that they know the most and love the most in their lives. And it's kind of the opposite of what it should be. I mean, so
sometimes you take those people for granted. It's easy to take it out on someone you know that you think you know was always going to be there, and it's easy to take it for granted. And I think we did, and now I don't take a moment for granted. And I love you, and I cherish you, and I love this place, and I think both of us. I mean, it takes 100% and doing everything we can to make it successful and to be stronger because of what we've been through and what we're going to continue to go through for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got to figure out how, first of all, to be nice to each other. It's not how, I may have said this already, but it's not how well you play together. It's how well you work together that counts the most. Anybody can go out on a date and go have fun and have some wine and enjoy an evening on the town. You know, that's great. Guess what? When it's all said and done, you got to be able to work together and you have to be able to communicate. I'm getting a lot of good positive sentiment in the comments right
Thank you,
here.
everybody.
Been married 3 times. Crap happens. Good luck, y'all. Yeah, hopefully. Well, if we get married again, we will have been married twice.
Yeah.
But we've got other friends that have gone through divorce and they've gotten back together.
Yeah.
So
I'm proud of them, and they've done the hard work, and they loved each other, and it's not always easy.
You've been more active in church.
Yeah.
And over the last, how many months you've been a lot more active in church?
It's probably been really since March is really when I started being really active. I've always been religious, and my faith has always been important to me, but just really being active and involved and surrounded by people that kind of share the same values really helped me a lot to kind of turn around. I mean, I was sad. I was in a really sad spot, and I wasn't sure how to get out of that. And I knew I had to figure it out. I had to figure me out and my light and my joy before I was even going to begin to give anybody else or you my best self again. And
are you giving me your best self now?
I'm doing my best.
Well,
Every day I'm doing my best.
I am too.
That's all I want to give you or anyone in my life.
Have you noticed like some of the gray is turning back to brown and black again? So my recommendation of the book that helped me understand is the 5
love languages.
Love languages. Yep.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I listened to that book, that audio book when we were dating. Now, let me tell you, we had communication issues even back when we were dating. And she's like, well, my love language is touch. And I'm telling her my love language is what? Acts of...
I would say yours is acts of service.
Acts of service. I'll tell you, you can read that book and you can just don't take it all so much to heart. Because that book can also be a crutch to lean on to say, well, we don't communicate well together because I'm a lion and he's a bear or whatever. We can go into Chinese astrology or whatever. He's a scorpion and I'm a tiger. So you can take that book and read it. It's a very good book. It's very good information, but don't take it all straight to heart. So
no, and I also think it's good. I've read that and a lot of other books by Gary Chapman, and it focuses on marriages and relationships and struggles that you have. It's not just everything's perfect, rainbows and butterflies. And I think it is good. It's important to be able to understand people and to be able to understand your spouse and how they show love. And we've had, what makes me feel loved and cherished. And I know it's important to you, and not necessarily that you use that book as a crutch, but I think it's good for you to understand how other people feel love or show love.
Yeah. Danny, absolutely. Thank you. That's a great comment, buddy. Absolutely. Getting a lot of good positive sentiment. Every once in a while, Miss Stoney Ridge, what's your name? We want to keep that remain private if possible. It slips out now and then. It's all right. But if we wanted to call her by her name, then we would be calling her by her name, right? That's kind of it. So she's Mrs. or Miss Stoney Ridge. I don't know. Should you be Mrs. again?
I think of course I want you in my life every day. And I think when the time is right and we both know for sure without a doubt in our mind, it's the right thing.
Y'all haven't seen this
maybe
look
you'll
on
propose again. But I don't think, again, we're just getting to know each other and work through the hard things. And like today is important to me. Not like you said, you can play with anybody, but working together and figuring that out together. And I need to know, and you need to know for sure that we can do that together every single day for the rest of our lives.
Yeah.
And then maybe one day you'll propose if the time is right.
Yeah.
So.
Somebody said, do you have your doctorate? Yes.
I do have my doctorate. Yeah, thank you. I finished that last May.
So you're Miss Dr. Stoney Ridge.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I fully supported
you
going back to school.
It was a lot.
You know.
I think that went back to the stressors of everything we were doing. But that was something that was important to me, but we both were. It's balancing everything that's important to you: your career, your home, your life, the farm, being able to share it with you all. I mean,
yeah,
it's a really incredible life that we continue to create together. So
absolutely, and if we're not stuck, we'll actually make it back home.
If not, we're going to be doing a lot of walking.
No doubt. This could end up in the pond, no problem. I bet it floats.
Yeah,
right.
We've been wanting some lawn ornaments, so just maybe.
Yep. We've got a big tree here. I'm going to try and do some cool Christmas stuff this year.
We've talked about doing lights, like old bicycles or old cars, and hanging them from the trees and doing Christmas lights.
Yep.
Christmas is my holiday. I love Christmas lights and Christmas trees, so we'll see. We'll see how tacky we can get.
Yes, Mrs. So this is the most Mrs. Stoney Ridge has ever talked. Is she a practicing doctor now? So let's be clear on what doctor means. So there is MD, there's DO, and there's PhD, and you have your...
I have my DNP, so it's a doctor of nurse practitioner.
Right. So she's not a doctor per se in a clinic or an office setting, but she's reached the furthest in her nursing career that she can get.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good way to put it. And those who do my profession and my career are now required to have their doctorate when they graduate.
Yeah.
So for me, a lot of the reason I did it was I'd be grandfathered in, but I'm young and I wanted to be able to have my full potential for whatever job opportunity or anything came about. So that's the reason I went back and did it. So
yeah, doctor, nurse. And I had a hard time understanding that back in the day when I first got my nursing degree, and I'm a few classes short of my master's, but I dreamed of farming. So I'm not, the hospital to me is like a cage. I just got to get out. Guys, can you see me in the hospital working? I had fun.
He was great. Well, that's where we met. And he was wonderful at what he did. And I let him take care of me in a heartbeat. But it wasn't, you need to be your own boss and you need to be able to create things and do things. And this is where you shine. This is your passion. And
yeah, I love it. I love it. Man, I'm kind of one of those people that wants to excel at everything I put my hands on. So, and put my mind to. So we'll see. Where do we go from here? Where, negotiations. So talking about buying more land on the backside of the farm here. I reached out to a gentleman who's cutting timber back there and asked him if he would sell me a little block of land. It's about 4 to 6 acres, something like that back there. And he said, nope, but I'll call you if I decide to sell. Okay, that's cool. That's good enough. Can't ask for any more than that.
But you don't know unless you ask. And that's how we've kind of accumulated what we did on the farm. We bought one chunk and then the next came for sale. So we took, that when that time came, we took advantage of it. And it just keeps growing.
There we go, Lucy.
The long comments are hard to get.
No, they're not hard to get. That's another one of those spam. So later, Lucy.
Well, it's a community of people, and we just want to make sure that we answer questions and see the stuff that's important. So
absolutely, and we also want to get rid of the fake spammers. I don't understand. We've got so many in there. Yeah, this is the biggest live stream I've done. This is the most views. We just crossed. We had 1,300 total viewers in here, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, thank y'all for being here and joining us tonight.
Yep,
it's rainy and misty, but it's been a beautiful night. So.
Heck yeah. Well, guys, we wanted to reintroduce you to Miss Stoney Ridge, and she's not living with me. Just so you know, Michael, he asked that question. She still has her own apartment.
I do.
And we're doing our very best to behave with each other and take good care of each other and grow and learn from this. So you'll see her in more future videos, guys, as we work our way through the farm and the drama that goes on along with it.
Yeah.
And
It's real life. It's
yeah.
real relationships. It's not
That's it.
just perfect and sugar coated. And we felt like it was fair, and we wanted to share it with you all because we appreciate you all very much.
Yep,
So.
absolutely. And we are happy for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Now, homework assignment for you guys. Here's your homework assignment. If you're watching on the regular Stoney Ridge channel, check out the Stoney Ridge Farmer live streams channel. Plague of Badgers, if you're still in here, Chris, post a link to that. You guys are welcome to do it. It's youtube.com / Stoney Ridge Farmer live streams. Yeah, Plague of Badgers. Chris, will you post that link for everybody again? Guys, I'm live at least 5 days a week now here on the farm, out here moving the cows, talking to you guys. So we would love to have you over on that channel. That would be super cool. And if you're not following on Facebook, there's other little snippets. I'm going to ask you guys a couple questions now. Goldshaw Farms in the house too. Awesome, man. Good to see you, brother. Here's my question. Shorts. You guys see the short videos that come out. I donated. Dennis, thank you, Dennis. You guys see the shorts videos that come out, right? Do you like those, or would you rather not have those? Like I try to post like 4 shorts per week. It's something that YouTube wants. But do you like those little snippets, those little tidbits of things that come out? You like them or not? I want to get a general consensus on here. So let's see. Plague of Badgers, you get that link up there? I know you got it. I know you got it.
There's so many.
That's
comments.
Chris. You know, there it is. Yep. Scroll up to Plague of Badgers comment, and you can just keep on posting it, brother, if you want to. How many acres would a large ranch?
We've had a couple people say yes, like them. Yes, yes. Some say no shorts.
How many acres would be a large ranch in your area? So nobody around here calls it a ranch.
It's more of an out west kind of term.
That's a Western term. So we would call it a farm. And 150 acres is a pretty significant chunk of land. We did have 200 acres. We owned the land across the road right there, but I sold it, split it and sold it to some great people, really great neighbors. So absolutely. No shorts, no shorts, no shorts.
Love the shorts.
Some love the shorts. Yeah.
It's a mixed consensus.
Your shorts, make your shorts a teaser. That's what we're trying to do. So the day before the video comes out, I'm trying to make the shorts a teaser. Got some great videos coming out this weekend too. In the big shop, what is this? You putting a smoker sell jerky online? I cannot legally make, you're going to laugh. I cannot legally make jerky and sell it to you. I can give it to you, but I can't sell it to you. I can't legally do that because you have to be a USDA inspected facility. It seems kind of silly, doesn't it? But who knows what shady stuff people that aren't inspected might be putting in. So, yeah. I like the comments. Tons of comments, guys. Well, we're going to boogie out of here. I want to thank you all so much for being here. As you go out the door, please hit that like button. Use that link Plague of Badgers is posting, and go over to the live stream channel. If you want to see more of the day-to-day farm stuff mixed in with the regular videos, go over to the live stream channel and you'll see me more over there too. So guys, thank you so much. Thank you, David. David said much respect for us talking to you guys about it. Absolutely. We want you to know what's going on, and we don't want to keep you in the dark. And I know a lot of you guys have been following for 5, 6, 7 years, and
that means a lot to us.
It does for sure. I'm losing my voice, and I'm gonna get off here.
That's a first. No.
Well, guys, take care. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much. Miss Stoney Ridge is back. We are dating. We're taking it slow. We're chilling. We're enjoying our lives together, and we're working hard together too. So
we are.
Yep, she's a cowgirl now.
That's what it's all about.
All right, she's a cowgirl. Guys, we'll see you next time on the live streams. Check me out tomorrow, first thing in the morning. I'll be out here moving the cows on the live stream channel. Love to have you guys over here. And also check on Facebook. There's all kinds of fun stuff going on all over everywhere. So shorts, boxers, or briefs? Boxer briefs. Keep those guys under control. Guys, take care.
Y'all have a good night.
Have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. Woo! Woo!